My name's Luke, for anybody who doesn't know. Thought I'd do a quick video, based off what's going on in the world with regards to the Black Lives Matter movement. And it's nice to see all the support it's getting. It's nice to see how many people are having conversations about race. Granted, a lot of you are only doing it because you have to and it's trendy. I'm on to you, I see it. But this is the first time I've seen anyone or everyone have some sort of conversation, real conversation about race, which is nice. And please don't die with a trend. Please keep fighting. And Black Lives need to matter every day. It can't just be couple protests, couple petitions signed, and then you go back to a toxic way of how you treat your own people or treat black people. That being said, it leads me nicely onto what I'm going to say next. Can we please kind of support and look out for black women, especially, just because I feel like they get it the worst. I feel like no one ever backs black girls other than black girls. And I'm not saying you should use social media as a gauge as to who cares, because we know some people are only posting to look like they care. And a lot of businesses are now plastering black girls everywhere to show that they care. These times, they're exploiting and just jumping in the culture, dipping the finger in the bag and then jumping back out. You know what I mean? They don't care about the experience. It's just, let's just make money off the culture. But I feel like nobody really backs black women. I feel like they get it bad enough. If a black girl has cane rolls, it's like, what's up with her hair? Or if she has her hair out, it's Afro Thunder. Can I touch it? Can I touch your hair? Can I touch? To anyone who just think about that. Imagine you go to work, on Monday. You've got up, brushed teeth, a little bit tired. You got in, had a couple of pieces of toast, logged on. So it's all like your hair. You look like, if you've got dreads, you look like Bob Marley. Sigh. If you've got your hair out in an afro, it's like, oh, you've been electric shocked. Can I touch it? If it's curly, oh my God, your hair is so frizzy. Frizzy. Do you know what I'm saying? But a lot of the time it's just little comments that you think, bloody hell, I just want to wear my hair. I just want to wear my hair how it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you have your hair any kind of way, there's a comment or there's something with it. Whereas if someone else has their hair kind of way, it's like, oh my God, your hair looks so nice. Even as far as compliments that black women get, if a black woman looks nice, someone who's not black, the compliment is you look exotic. And I don't think people see the issue with the phrase calling someone exotic. Like, I'd never call a human exotic. Last of all, a black woman. But I'd never call a human exotic. And if you're wondering why, Google what exotic means. Look at it now. Go on Google. Just open a new tab. Go on Google and type in exotic. Yeah, it means like pretty from a distant place. So one, you're highlighting that you can see that there's a difference. And two, I'd refer to like a parrot. A parrot's exotic. If someone said, look at that parrot over there, that's exotic. Or well-seasoned pufferfish, that's exotic. Do you know what I'm saying? But a human, a black woman, is not exotic. And it just shows that you see the difference first. You see the colour first. And it's like, oh, can I not just be pretty? Even the phrase, she's pretty for a black girl. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Who made that? She's pretty for a black girl. I've never heard anybody say she's pretty for a white girl. I've never heard anybody. She's pretty for a black girl. Now imagine being subject to that your whole life. And then on top of that, and this was really the main thing that I wanted to address, but then I kind of just got lost. But on top of all that, imagine your own men, black men, and now also, and we all hear it. Black men say, I don't like black girls. Or anyone saying I don't like black girls. But especially black men, because you're victim of the same prejudice. You're victim of the same stereotypes. Obviously in male form that they get. So you're both getting pushed down by the world. You're both getting, and then you want to jump on, and black men want to jump on top of black women and say, I just don't like black girls. Black girls this. I'm not saying, black men, you can't have a preference. If you like white girls, Asian girls, Chinese, whatever, cool. But the minute you need to voice how you don't like your own, brother, shut up. Do you know what I'm saying? Just allow it. If someone said to me, Luke, what type of food you like? I said, Indian food, dead. That's not answering the question. And even then, if I was to say why I didn't like Indian food, I'm basing it on the Indian food I've tasted. I'm not basing it on all Indian food. So it's a very big generalization. So to hear black guys say I don't like black girls based on generalized comments of a small select few that they might have been with, considering you get generalized, black men, you get generalized, based on some people's opinions on a small selection they've seen. Like, for example, as a black guy, how many times have you been assumed to like chicken, watermelon, basketball? You look like Will Smith, ha ha ha. Do you know what I'm saying? They assume that you've got, big, do you know what I'm saying? I can't say it because I don't know if YouTube will block this from certain people's views, but how many times as a black guy have you been assumed to have? They're not lying, you know, but how many times as a black guy are you assumed to be that? You're fetishized. I don't watch like porn or anything, but I heard from a friend that one of the top porn channels is a channel called Blacked, where it's just black man whacking women, and it does well. Apparently, anyway, I don't watch it, but yeah, you know, as a black man, you know how hard it is already just being black. Do you know what I'm saying? You know how hard it is just to operate in the world just being black. You have to walk on eggshells in certain environments just to get by. You have to be twice as good to get half as far as a black guy and black woman. Do you know what I'm saying? Now imagine you're going through all the prejudice that you face as a black guy. You're going through all the prejudice you face as a black woman, and your own men are now jumping on top of you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's sad to see, and I just think, unfortunately, the burden rests with the good guys, the guys who know there's an issue with it, to pull the friends up. I'm not saying you have to embarrass them. Well, I'm saying you have to tell them, man, look, that's not, you can't talk about your own like that. What's wrong with you? What do you see in the mirror? And the reason I'm talking about it, the reason I have an issue with it mostly is because I have black sisters. I was raised by a black mother. I've got black relatives. And if I'm hearing people around me say it at this age, imagine what they're getting. Do you know what I mean? Or imagine what they've had to experience. It's like, come on, man, back your people, back your women. I just feel like we need to support more, like genuinely. And this is all people. This isn't just black people. Yes, a lot of this is getting onto black people, but this is all people. I feel like if you hear if you hear anyone talking down on their own race, especially when no one asked, I think you should look at them a little bit puzzled. If I heard a Chinese man saying I don't like Chinese girls, I'd be a little bit like, okay. You know what I mean? If I heard a white guy saying I don't like white girls, I'd still be a little bit like, okay, because it's a big generalization based on some nonsense that you experience with two. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's hard already being black, because every single quality you have, you're kind of pushed down for it and told you're not enough. It's like there's a lack of respect there. That's why terms like exotic drive me mad. Like, what do you mean exotic? The girl's not a parrot, and usually then they say, oh, look at your lips or your hair, or oh my God, you're so, look at your brown chocolate skin. Man, I'm calling you chocolate, like your Cadbury's. And then you know what follows that? After they start talking about, look at a mocha chocolate skin. You know what follows that? It's so where are you from? Say, I'm from Kent, me. No. Where you from? I feel like black men need to do better in supporting them. I feel like everyone needs to get off the back, allow them, because the culture gets appropriated all the time. They get told, black women are getting told they're not enough when they have a certain quality or certain traits. But if someone else has those traits, oh my God, she's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And to make people understand who aren't black, imagine you like someone and they like somebody else. And even worse, they talk down on you. Do you know what I'm saying? So you just, if you're white and listening to this, imagine you like someone. You probably do. There's probably someone in your mind right now who you think, oh, I don't mind doing a night with them. But imagine you like someone, yeah, and that person likes someone else who looks nothing like you, and then talks bad about you. You'd be like, Ras, what have I done? What did I do to you? Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just feel like all the brothers who understand that the problem with it, if you hear anyone, speaking down on black women, just pull them up. I'm not saying you have to embarrass them, and I'm not saying you have to make them like black girls or whatever. I'm just saying, look, pull them up in the sense of no one needs to hear your narrow-minded view on why you don't like black women. I feel like women have it hard enough being confident, opinionated, knowledgeable, successful. Women in general, all of them, have it bad enough if they have those traits. Being black on top of that adds a whole nother layer of discrimination. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like men, we need to support black women more. Women in general, but we need to support black women more. Black men especially, I'm looking at you, because they're our women, we need to ride for them. Because if a man was to look at your mum and say, black thing's dead, you know what I'm saying? Your mum's been through everything she's been through raising you. Your mum's been through all the pain. If you're a single mother, which a lot of us probably will be, raised by a single mother, you're thinking, she's been through all this pain, all this hurt. She deserves to be happy. Do you know what I'm saying? Your sisters, they deserve to be happy. They deserve to find someone who respects them and loves them for the qualities they have. And it's like, sorry, it's boiling in it. Yo, it's like Trinidad for real. Yeah, I feel like we need to ride for them more. I feel like we need to protect them more. I feel like we need to do better. There's a whole host of issues I feel in the community, in the black community especially, that need addressing. But this one, I feel like just it just resonates with what's going on in the world right now. I'm not even addressing that all lives matter, people can't be asked. This is how the dialogue usually goes. A black guy will say, I don't like black girls, man. And then another black guy will say, well, your mum's black, or your sister's black, or your cousin's black, or whatever. And then their response will be, but I'm not trying to wife my sister Amma or my mum. Are you dumb? And then your response should be, no, you fool, but somebody is. Somebody did. And if they didn't, you wouldn't be about. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, when you have a child, they're going to have black in them. Now, imagine someone didn't even see them as a person. They seen colour first and based it on someone else they were with, based it completely on, never even met your mum. Someone's never even met your mum before. They've seen her, said, she's got attitude. She's not even spoke. She's out of shape. But another girl had the exact same body shape and you're thinking, oh, fucking, that's beautiful. How are you going to generalise the whole race based on your one experience with one person who might have hurt you? And then on top of that, it's someone who looks like you. I can't understand it. I'm not saying man can't have the preference. I'm just saying just be wary of when you speak. Just be conscious of how you speak about people that look like you. Especially people who are facing the same stereotypes and generalizations that you face as a man. They face it as a woman. And then they've got being a woman on top of that. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you know anyone that you feel can benefit from hearing it, feel free to share it. I feel like the mental state for black people kind of just needs to be looked out for at the minute. Especially at the minute, just because imagine every time you go on social media or you flick on the news and you see someone's been murdered innocently or something, and it's someone that looks like your dad or your uncle or your sister or your mother, and then you're having to fight for justice, and then the system supports the murderers, and then it continues to happen and there's no change. It can make you feel worthless, or it can make you feel like, do you know what's the point? Do you know what I'm saying? And to black women or women of colour, I just want you to know that people do still care. It's not just you. Like, you're powerful beyond belief. The fact that they're always trying to take from you the qualities that you naturally have and adapt it, and they're telling you that you're not enough with it. But anyone over there who isn't black, who takes your qualities, and that, like, everyone wants darker skin, everyone wants bigger lips, everyone wants bigger hips, everyone wants to be part of, culture in a sense, but they don't want to take on the experience. It just shows you how valuable you actually are. I know it can feel a little bit low at times, but please keep your head up. Please keep fighting. Don't ever dim your glow. You're wondering why it's gone light all of a sudden. The battery died in the camera yesterday, but it's a new day. It's a new full battery. Boom, gone. Easy.